Hello and welcome to Brodual. This time we have loot and degradation. As most of you probably know, we recently covered an older degradation mod called Weapons and Armors, Degrade and Repair. In the end of that video we also told you about an upcoming similar mod that's more in tune with the vanilla equipment upgrade system, and here it is. The mod is broken down into three main features, of which all can be tweaked or even completely disabled in the mod menu. The degradation system is only one part of it, so if you're from the group of people that aren't fond of a degrading system, then stick around because we're almost certain you'll like the other two features. First and foremost, the mod increases the variety and loot with the introduction of tempered and enchanted equipment for NPCs. So now, depending on the NPC's level, they'll carry and use upgraded gear. It actually scales with their leveled lists, so early on in your playthrough they'll most likely use untempered items, but as you progress, upgraded weapons will become more and more common, as well as increasing in ranks as you level up too. On top of that, NPCs have also been made to automatically loot their nearby targets' corpses to find better gear to use. The new looting feature acts as the core of the mod, and you'll now be able to get your hands on tempered and enchanted gear without speccing into the necessary trees. As you all know, upgrading your gear can be done at a workbench or grindstone, and then as long as you have the necessary skills and items, you can upgrade your gear through 6 ranks, all the way from fine to legendary. So unlike the older mod which just removes stats depending on your gear's current durability, this mod will instead only degrade equipment that's been upgraded. And as you use your equipment in battle, it'll slowly drop down through the ranks. We think this generally makes more sense for Skyrim in particular for a couple of reasons. One is that Skyrim's upgrade system is relatively simple, so the degrading system should be too. Also, tempering's counterpart, enchanting, comes with downsides in terms of the soul gem size and charges, but tempering only has to be done once and never wears out. So no matter how many trolls' heads you slice off, your sharpened flawless sword will never go blunt. So overall we think it just makes sense. Enchanting takes souls and tempering has durability. Using the vanilla ranks also means it's easy to keep track of your weapons and armor's current status. Similar to the other mod, and as you'd expect, your gear will degrade at different rates depending on how you treat it. So for example, generally using a weapon in battle will slowly lower its durability, but continuously blocking with one will do more damage over time. Similar mechanics are also applied to armors, so generally using it will still lower its durability, but getting hit with power attacks repeatedly will cause significant damage. Blocking with a shield will also protect your armor, but shields come with their own durability too. On top of that, you can also toggle on degradation for your followers too, but it's disabled by default, so be sure to head into the mod menu if that's something you're interested in. The final part of the mod is servicing your equipment. And because this mod uses the vanilla upgrading system, you just need to follow the rules you already know to repair your gear. So if you tempered your gear yourself, then you just need to re-temper it, which isn't too much of a hassle once you have the necessary perks. Alternatively, for players that looted the upgraded gear, blacksmiths and fletchers will now temper your equipment for a price. What's interesting is that the blacksmiths will actually have their own experience and skill level in regards to tempering. So at the start of the game, most blacksmiths will only be able to upgrade the fine and superior ranks. But if you continually use their services, then they'll get better and start to learn how to upgrade to the higher ranks. We think this is a great feature because it adds some uniqueness to each of the blacksmiths and fletchers in Skyrim. Having to remember which blacksmith is the most skilled in their field is an interesting feature. And finally, to top the mod off, you shouldn't have any compatibility issues at all. It'll work with all mods that add weapons and armor, and it even works alongside bigger overhauls like Requiem and Skyrim Redone. And as I said earlier, you can tweak and disable any of the 3 main features, so you can easily pick and choose exactly what you want installed. So overall, we personally think all 3 features are great, and we prefer this system compared to the older mod. It all ties together nicely, and we really like the interesting twist of a leveling system for the blacksmiths and fletchers. So if you're interested in the mod, then you can find a link down below, and as always be sure to leave an endorsement on any mod you enjoy, and thanks for watching.